Freedom is slavery. Famous quote from George Orwell's 1984, and it is something that I can closely relate to in my life, but in a different context. So, freedom. Sorry, that was a mosquito. Freedom is slavery for me. Is freedom to think, freedom to inquire, freedom to ask questions. No matter how stupid or how deep those questions are, I have the freedom to ask those questions. Ever since I began asking stupid and also deep questions about this life, this universe, and everything else in between, I became a slave to my own mind, if that makes sense. I became a slave to my own thoughts. I became a slave to whatever is going on inside of my head. And honestly, it's overwhelming. I'm coping with it better nowadays, but it's still overwhelming. I'm still in the process of learning, discovering myself, and evolving. a stupid reason why I'm making this. That yesterday, one of my closest friends asked me, "Do I really know you?" And I was like, fuck, do I really know me? And that question has been on my mind ever since. Exactly. Slave to my own thoughts. Sometimes I'm jealous of ignorance who just don't care. Who just live their lives peacefully, free of thoughts that might be a burden to the mind. I am grateful, however. I'm grateful that I have this freedom to think, to question, and to inquire. But sometimes, in some bad days, it does get quite overwhelming, and sometimes I can't hold them back. Even with everything that I've tried so far, sometimes those overwhelming thoughts will fuck me up, really, honestly. And I'll just fucking burst. I will burst in many ways, but yeah, I will fucking burst. And on the rare occurrences that when it does happen, I am not someone who's good to the people around me. But I am dealing with that better, thankfully. But as I said before, it does get fucking overwhelming from time to time. And some triggers can combust that shit even more. Who am I? I'm okay. I'm just a bit stressed out at the moment, but that's fine because that's fucking life, and life is suffering, and only by this suffering we can ascend to a greater place. We can ascend to nirvana, whatever you want to call it, heaven. But yeah, freedom is slavery. But yeah, relating to freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength, and in a way I can relate to that in a sense. I'm trying to be as ignorant as possible since last year, since June 2020, when things became too depressing in the world for me to actually check up on the news. But even my best efforts at ignorance will still result in a great amount of knowledge that I seep in every day. I can't stop inquiring. I can't stop asking questions. Can't stop wondering about the meaning of life or what lays beyond earth. That's just who I am. That's just who I am. Kind of answered my own question there. And that's why I'm making this video. See you in a few months.